This week on the show, we're featuring Prehnite, 12 jokes, croissants on why I buy that, 1 minute of live chess, and top quality trying hard here. What does Captain Kirk say when he wants some mixed nuts? Head to the bridge, mix. Let's start the show. This is a piece of Prehnite that started with a kind of a square shape, but it had such a big crack in the side. I still didn't get the crack out entirely. I kind of left it in. I did leave it in. Two reasons. One, I didn't want to thin down the gem that much. I still might. I don't think so, though. It'll get a lot smaller. I'm going to show it under the microscope cam. It'd still be a nice gem, but I think it's nice as is. Nice big piece. And there we are. Clipped off. I'll even show both of those pieces under the microscope cam. Ooh, am I going to split that citrine? Let's see. I think I'm going to show those under the microscope cam. Okay, look at this piece of citrine. So it's got a nice kind of even color, but it's a little more zoned on one side than the other. And that'll come through. Oh, wait, there's the crack. There's the crack. See that? Right there. There, that flare. That's the crack. Right there. That's the crack in the middle. So we're going to split it right on that. And you'll see the color get divided in two. And then we'll look at that under the microscope cam. Cheers. And welcome to the show. Cutting this lovely Prehnite. It was a last minute thing. I split that on like Friday night. And I shaped this like 3 hours ago. And finished it probably like 45 minutes ago. Just in time for the show. Well, actually an hour late. So that's, why. Ooh, we cut a piece of Prehnite too, didn't we? Or peridot. Peridot. Pairs of dough. Pair of doughs. A deer. Going to... Well, talk about the stone of the week. Prehnite. It's kind of a softer stone. It eats pretty easily. Not a whole lot of hard spots. It is a hard stone. I mean, it's not like it's not a soft stone. It's like a 6.5 or something like that. 5.5, 6.5. Let's look that up. We'll go Prehnite hardness 6 to 6.5. And it's got a vitreous or waxy luster, which shows it grows in like grape clusters, like little ball shapes. And that's why it was kind of domey. And that's why I went with the domey finish on it. Domular, man. It's so domular. Man, my nails are dirty. You can tell I've been working with them. Should have cleaned off my nails before the show. Anyway, that's... Oh, crap. That's the end of the video. Okay. Here is where we actually start shaping it. Oh, and I got a little bit of video for splitting the chocolate opal. It's not in the description, but there you go. You can see the dominess and the natural outside edge of the crystal and all the inclusion right there, and that's the saw area where we clipped it off. And the video I got of me splitting the chocolate opal is macro video. I have that special lens I got, the clip-on lens that I've been taking the new better pictures with. I set that up for the video, so we're gonna see me split it from like that close up with detail. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, we can move to the microscope portion of the show, where I set up the microscope for a portion of the show. It's called Showonomics, and we're gonna show it up. Colette, we still haven't exactly scheduled when we're going to go to Glass Butte. Been a busy year. But we should actually plan on that. Maybe next year. That would be really neat. Okay. That's part of this, and this is part of that, and we're gonna go here. That makes me think of chess. Ooh, we were making some progress with chess, and then, like, 4 weeks, 5 weeks without it, technically. We lost our progress. Where am I? Okay, that's what I'm doing. Thinking of things and doing things and not paying attention to things. It's kind of a combo deal. Oh, you like it, Colin? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It was something that I wasn't quite too sure if it would turn out or not, but it seems to have turned out. So I'm happy with it. I thought about doing a little more with it, maybe a little less with it. I thought about maybe leaving the natural outside of it. But I was able to get all those inclusions out, and then I let it dry out. And I looked at it, and I thought, nah, we got to finish it. We got to turn it from like a natural crystal that's partially shaped into an actual gemstone. Microscope. Portion of the wait a minute. Is everything on show? Okay. Trying to make sure we got it all set up. Do 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 do. Nope, not that one. This one? There we are. Okay. Found it. Whoa. It didn't like something. Maybe I'm supposed to spin it around. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. So. See, I didn't really go deep enough to get rid of those. But I kind of like having a little bit of natural surface. Now, I thought about keep continuing to go down. But notice how the girdle's getting a little thin on the ends. I mean, there's still plenty of girdle there. But it's pretty thin down here on the tip. I mean, there's not much girdle left. And this stone's not going to be perfect anyway. Because there's so many flaws in it that we'd just be chasing flaw after flaw. What I was really going for is a nice even color. And I think in the next video it'll show that. The evenness of the color that I get from the flare from the angles on the backside. See how there's like the different areas of color. There's like the lighter color and then the darker area. But as I flip it over, it's pretty even across the whole surface, except for that crack. And that's all about getting the right angles on the back so that there's no window. If there was a window, there'd be a little spot. Like if I cut a little like flat thing here, there'd be a spot in the middle. We'd have a little diamond shape in the middle. And you can always, you know, make it different shapes. You know, like instead of a flat spot, you can make it angled this way and angled that way. And then it turns it into a different shape. So I thought, you know, we'll just kind of smooth it over and we won't necessarily need to take those last little pits out. They don't seem to affect the color much. So there's that crack. Now let me try and line this up a little bit. Alright, so technically if I cut that crack off, then the gem would be about that big instead of that big. So it's going to cost a lot. So I thought, you know what? As much as I like the gems to be perfect, if I'm giving it to somebody, I probably get a little farther or work with a different piece, but I don't know, this gem isn't necessarily for anyone. That's what I get for working with tar. Okay, but anyway, I just thought, and I might give it away or something like that, or who knows if somebody wants it or something. But I kind of like it. It's just like a natural gemmy shape. It's unique. It's got this diamondiness to it. It's got that nice little rounded over kind of a flare to it, kind of a glare. It's unexpected. Oh, look, you can kind of see some of the facets with the backlighting. I love Prehnite. It's such a fun stone to shape. If anyone out there gets a chance and you're shaping some stones and you're tired of quartz, you're tired of the quartzes. There's a lot of fantastic quartzes. I mean, you got your clear quartz, you got your smoky champagne quartz, you got your chocolate quartz that's more of a brown than a gray, and then you've got your rose quartz, which can be anything from an orange to a red. You've got your citrines, which are anything from an orange to a bright sunny yellow. There's even blue quartz, and there's green amethyst, which is baked quartz, or baked amethyst, and it turns green instead of orange, like burnt citrine. It's not natural. But it gets kind of tiring cutting the same crystal type. As much as I love quartz, it's nice to cut a variety of crystals. And if you're going to get into a variety of crystals, try Prehnite. It shapes rather easily, and there's some rather large pieces if you're a vigilant buyer. Actually, there's no Prehnite available right now. I shouldn't say that. I actually got some when the getting was good, and man, am I happy that I did. I should buy more of that lemon citrine Colette. Shame me into not buying more of that lemon citrine, because that is just amazing stuff. Okay, speaking of citrine, here's this piece of orange citrine that we split. Look at how different the color is from side to side. I mean, we definitely split that right where the color is. The color's on one side and not the other. Look at that line. It's orange and then it's clear. That's almost opalescent, or, kind of like some of that opal. But then, once we get to turning it, we're going to actually get a really lovely gem out of this. I'm excited. I need to smooth this over so that we can see in it and see exactly where we're going, because this one has kind of a V shape to it, right? Already? Oh, there's a splay. See that guy in there? Look at that. That dirty dog. That crack right along there. We're going to have to get rid of that or shape around it. But the problem is the top of the gem doesn't flare out all that color like that. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, maybe one of these other sides will work a little better. Because that's what I want, is that brilliant golden flare. And that has a lot to do with the angle. But I want to get the good color to do that. And the other piece will be nice. We can do something with it. I mean, it'll be a little bit closer to a lemony orange citrine. It looks like there's a little bit of color left in it, and maybe we can actually save that. But we'll have to flatten this down, and who knows? Maybe it'll be a feature. Before we end the microscope portion, I got to show you two more things. Here is the piece that I cut off. with the saw. And here is me preparing to start the next video. Yay! Okay. This is where I smooth it over. See, it was nice, but it just didn't look like a finished gem. It looked like it was mostly done. I think it's happy being domed over. It didn't give me any guff. I did actually drop it once, so you'll see that in the video. Rainbow. Yep, this is a neat little chunk. I mean, actually I think we're gonna side polish this kind of like this way, and then this will be the top of the gem, like what you're looking at, and then this will be like the side of the gem. Kind of got into my fingernails a little, didn't I? I tend to do that. But then that's when I cut off of this piece, so we'll have to find a use for it. So I don't grind all the stuff down just to make plant food. I try to save as much as I can. Opal. Actually, let's roll the video while we're looking at this chocolate opal. You can see me try to split it, and then this happened. Oh, it's kind of neat because we get to look at it all. But we'll come back to this video. Okay, we're just like a minute into it. Okay, and I keep thinking about trying to. Okay, is this the saw video? Oh no, this is the other attempt. Okay, so we can actually get rid of that, and we can rename it this. It's a short video. Promise. But look at that. We're like close up on it. Way better than the other video, right? That video that you just saw me try to show. Oh, hold on. I'm going to slow it down. That didn't work, slowing it down. Whoop, wrong button. Dagnabbit. Okay. Alright, Mr. Surgery. Line it up right on that crack. And then you give it the whack. Oh, it's completely paused. Okay. Boom. Not as cool as I was hoping it would be. But there it is. I think it needs better lighting or something. But we're learning, we're growing, we're trying, we're making things better, improving a little bit at a time. And wait, okay, there's the video. Okay. So this is what we got out of that split. That split second. That was the split first. Next we'll have a split second. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to split that like that. I was going for more all the way across. For the most part, the crack split where I was expecting it to. You can see I put the chisel, you know, about right there. And it followed that crack as I thought, but then it deviated from the crack and kind of split off into this piece, which it really lets us look at the surface. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. we got like another 15 minutes of video going on. So we got plenty of time to look at this. Ish. Before we talk about what I bought. Croissants. And why did I buy that? So in this structure, we can see the matrix that the opal was formed in, which is a pocket that gets flooded with this quartz-rich water. And as the quartz-rich water cools and starts to solidify, diatoms or small microorganisms will create colonies that create a Schiller effect. And that creates the opalescence. There's not a whole lot of opalescent color. Oh, I see some blue. I see a little bit of blue coming through. I wonder if we can save that, because we're going to lose some of this stuff out here that's all cracked apart. But maybe we can actually make this center piece like some kind of a neat little gem. I think we split it right on that area where all the diatoms were that make that blue. I think that might have been a bad option. We might have wanted to keep that. But that's why we're taking it apart slowly to learn. So next what we're going to do is we're going to polish into this. And I have another big piece of this chocolate opal. Plus, actually, I need to be bidding on... It's all going for so much, though, Colin. The chocolate opal that's selling right now, it's outrageous. I got this for the no bids price. But it's all like $50, $100, $300 for like 2,000 carat chunks, you know. But I gotta make sure I know how to shape it first. I mean, look at that little bit on the end there. That's really beautiful stuff. Not a whole lot of the opalescence, but the nice thing about having this done is that now with this concave part separated, I can actually polish down and try to see the edge of this. We'll see what we get out of this. Maybe I can have that ready for next week. I don't know. Not quite sure yet. Maybe I should have split it before I cut the matrix off, but then again, maybe it would have split differently. I bet it would have split differently. But now I can also grind on this matrix, which was the other side of the concavity part. What I was kind of wondering is if we would still see the blues under the microscope. Oh, I saw some. A little bit of blue in there. I really like that reflection. Let's see if there's still the same blues inside the top that we were used to seeing. Because we did see some blues inside of here. And that might change. Oh, I still see a little bit of them. So that means we just got to bring them out. Wonder if I should try to contact Black Opal direct. See if he has any input on this. Oh, I see the blues. Look at that. There they are. There's the blue Schiller. Great. Still there. We can still try to do something to get that. That's exciting. Okay, so we didn't lose that. Great. I wonder if it has anything to do with the matrix that's left on it. That would be awful. But also interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grind and polish on this. And then we'll use some sandpaper and polish it up so we can see inside, because I haven't done that with this part yet. And then we'll pick that up on next week's show. I like this. This chocolate opal is really fun to process. It's so tedious to learn, but at the same time, it's turning out to be a really beautiful piece. I'm happy with the process so far. And that's pretty much what I got for, oh, I dropped it. You saw it. It happened. It was unfortunate. But we're getting past that. Oh, I wrote it down too, the chatbot. Chatbot. I was supposed to fire up the chatbot. Now we have chatbot. Now we have chatbot. Okay, finally. We got through Prehnite. We got through the microscope portion. The Opal is cool. Colette, I really like the Opal. You see the blue too. Oh, great, great. I was hoping that would come through on the camera. I was thinking about showing what I do to the gem after this portion, because I actually take the sandpaper and scoop it over, and I run the gem this way and then turn it and run it that way and turn it and run, and then I kind of rock it as I go, and I get new pieces of the sandpaper, and I use my 3 fingers to smooth it out. That's how I get the smoothed off part. Good old microscope cam. Okay, so Colette, I decided to get the microscope cam. I think I'm going to actually pull the trigger on that this week, and then we can box this one up and get it to you. That's going to be awesome. I'm excited, because then we can look at stuff under the microscope together. And you can take some of your stuff and show it to me under the microscope cam. I actually don't have the Why I Buy That ready, do I? Sheesh. Okay, where is my Why I Buy That? Okay, this is gonna be so, like, yeah, takey, a longy, timey. For me to find my croissant pick and send it all the way. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Jacob is finding things on his cell phone because he didn't do it before the show. Do 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 do. Okay, there it is. Croissant sandwich. And now let's get this pulled up. Yeah, Kala, do you buy croissants? Like crayfish, croissant sandwich. Man, so much with the fuzziness. Gotta get the new cell phone out. This camera is just way too fuzzy. I shot 2 pictures. Let's see which one's the best. Oh, this one's a little straighter. At least we got that going for us. Processing. Uploadified. That's better. Okay, now we're talking. I don't like the fuzzy one because it hurts my eyes to look at it, and I don't want to hurt your eyes. So I'm trying to make sure we have a little bit of quality in the show. You know what I'm saying? Where is our product shelf? Browse the surface to find the croissants. There we are. Yes, this is what I was presented with. I was like, let's get some croissants. Because, like, I like burgers, you know, and I like buns. And, you know, what guy doesn't? But I also like hamburgers with buns. Moving on from that. So I was like, well, let's get some croissants. And we'll have that. Just a light amount of butter, throw it on the grill, get it nice and toasty. Beautiful burger. So I was like, where am I going to get some croissants? And I just so happened to be at the Walmart. I headed over to the bread section. And I was like, are they going to have any? They have a whole thing. It even says up there on it, croissants. It even, croissants. It says breakfast is there, I guess. Pastries, donuts made fresh daily in a real fancy way so that it's It's somebody trying real hard and not a corporation printing it off, even though. So here we are with the croissants. What I pick and why did I pick it? Well, they have like stuff at the top, and I don't know what that is, but down at the bottom they have the croissants. They got the big ones. There's 4 in a thinger. They got six. They got the 6 of them in a thinger for the smaller ones. Same price, $3.98. So it's either $1 a croissant or about 70 cents a croissant. So I was like, I don't necessarily want a whole lot of bread. That's part of the reason I am going with the croissant. Because buns go straight to your buns. So I'm getting this croissant and like I'm like, okay, well we'll get the smaller ones. And we get more for our money. That is just win-win. And so I decided I'd pick those up, take them over, and shell out some cash. And that's why I buy that. Do you buy croissants? And why do you buy them? And that's why I buy that portion. I gotta change the card so it doesn't have the apostrophe and the D. People don't abbreviate. Nobody knows what punctuation is. I don't even know. I thought it was clever. Boom. Let's see. Oh, I got the chatbot fired up this time. That's great. All right, so we got that part of the show. No interviews yet, but I do have to get Tom Kelly lined up for his interview. He is so awesome. You guys got to check out the Tom Kelly show. Let's see. Do we have that yet? We should have it just say TKS. And then the Tom Kelly show bomb will drop right up into your chatses. But we also have to get an interview lined up with a fellow streamer. Someone who streams on Twitch professionally. They're like a big streamer. They're named Athos. And not sure where I want to plug this. I'm not really ready for the plug for this. He's a really awesome guy. And I've been so busy I haven't had much time to spend in his stream. But I had to bury a family relative, and Athos, the fellow streamer, came out and paid amazing respects to one of my blood relatives. And so I just was like, dude. And so we chatted and we talked, and we're gonna do an interview. It's gonna be a collaborative live stream interview. I'm really excited about this. I know I'm not really showing, but that's because it's the end of the week and we're getting ready to start the new week, which is going to be a great week because you're going to make it one. Spinach sprouts. Oh, Kiwi. That's great. Hey, Kiwi, I like your garden, man. You got a nice setup going on there with your hydroponics and all your veggies and your herbs and stuff. You should make some videos. Put that on your channel, Home Slice. Yeah, I will totally give you a shout out. You want to have an interview? People will meet you. That will be so crazy. Okay. So that was that part. Let's do the joke part of the show. Cuz it's about that time and we're pretty close to being done with this gem. I mean, it turned out, you saw it. It was under the microscope. And it's got a couple flaws. Just like the joke portion of the program. Not sure what I got for you today though. Let's see. What? Oh man, I actually, speaking of the Tom Kelly show, I posted in his chats to try and fix this, and I need to check to see if I got any replies, because this joke needs to be finished, but I'm gonna give it to you as is, and we'll see if we can fix it later. Why did the person try to fix their cell phone? Because they were feeling technology. They're feeling kind of technology. Nope. Next one. This one I wrote for the Christian Blatt show, the Blattcast. He was talking about a character from the Marvel universe named Loki, and is a really bad joke. Why is Loki so outlandish? Because he doesn't want to be low-key. What does Captain Kirk say when he wants some mixed nuts? Head to the bridge mix. What do you call an attractive person who has had too much to drink? Hunk over. What kind of smoke helps you see better? A cigar. Nope. What kind of fish do they serve at McDonald's? Big mackerel. Why aren't more plumbers vegetarians? They don't like leaks. We're going to make some mints that help you gauge how much freshness you need. We'll call them measurements. Love the fake products. Like to have one at least every couple weeks. Do brooms drink whiskey? It's a whiskey broom. Why do people like Flipper? Because we all need a porpoise in life. When I drive with my hands at 10 o'clock and to a honk. The last one. What kind of fish comes already smoked? A cigar. And what kind of portion of the program comes already smoked? The joke portion of the program. All right, if there's anybody left, drop some links. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you're gonna be doing, and probably head out of here for the boring 1-minute game of chess during the chess portion of the. Okay, where's my video? I had the video. There it is. Turning it down. This is like right about where the video was, give or take, right? Somewhere in there. Let's see if we can knock out this 1-minute game of chess. And then we'll send you all on your very merry ways. Because you're all awesome. And we all appreciate you so much. But we need to free you up so you can go and start an awesome week of awesomeness. With great, make it a great week power. Are we gonna play? Are we gonna play? Are we gonna play? Oh no. Is there anybody whose skill is as low as my... Oh, yee. Stuff. Things. And give me that one. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Taking it. And going like this. Bringing them out of the stable. Giddy up. And gotcha. And giddy up. And bringing them on up here for some reason. And we're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna do that. Because it seems like an idea that might work. And then we'll do this thing. And then gotcha. Thank you. And back to where we were. Going this way. Going that way. Thank you. Heading this way. Heading this way. This way. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. How are we gonna do this? We gotta do something. Let's do something. We'll go like this. And then we'll go giddy up. We won! We won! Alright, you win, we win, everybody wins. Alex is gonna win next time. He was a great opponent. That was a lot of fun. Let's take ourselves an analysis and see how we were doing. See how many times I almost screwed up. Because I think I was doing pretty decent. I actually took a lot of pieces to open the board up. But he was trying to come in and get something sneaky. There's a sneaky plan. Alex has more points than we do, so... I wonder. Okay, that was a good idea. These are all pretty standard. That was the bad one. That was where he went out. Well, I thought that was a good move. Yep, he shouldn't have gone there. He just had too many blunders. He's probably been playing a lot of games, and it just like didn't work out because he's been playing a lot of games lately, and he's probably really tired. And I was like, let's go to town, because that's pretty much a lot of what happened is blunder after blunder. But I will say I wasn't able to nail it down. Because what do we got? These two bishops here. We got the knight. We got the rook. Not sure how much longer until we would have been able to nail it down. Because let's see, if I move a bishop out, we're still not safe. So I'd need to use like the rook to kind of close him off. And yeah, we actually... I think we were probably a few moves away from finished out. But we won, and we got points, and we're great. Just like you, just like the Gemstone Show. And I hope to see you all next week, and every week. Including Colette S. That one dude. Thank you for coming by. And at the worst time of the show. That made it the best time of the show, that you were here. Along with Colette S., Chris the Phenomenon, and you, even if you didn't make it, you're still fantastic, and you can make it a great week. This week, and every week, at 9 p.m. Eastern.